To preface, I got the MH751. The 7.1 virtual surround is a gimmicky feature, just use Dolby Atmos. It does the same thing that the USB control attempts to do, but just way better. After watching Z reviews on these headphones, has commented about them above, I was very curious how good they could be for the price. He is totally right, these absolutely some of the best or the best closed-back headphones for the price. Extremely comfortable, sound great, very lightweight and very good sound isolation. In my opinion, these are the best headphones for the office. I currently have them paired with a shitful of 2, because my 3.5mm jack from my work laptop is garbage and I was getting a lot of static and interference, with great results. However, a DAC/amp is definitely not needed to drive them. They're perfect for the office because they're very subtle and matte black, not flashy. They block out most of the everyday office noise, and the mic easily allows me to participate in conference calls from my desk. For gaming, they're also excellent, especially for the price. I used them for gaming for about a week before bringing them to the office to get a good impression. Though I haven't tried other gaming headphones, but these do a great job with imaging and letting you know right where an enemy or sound is coming from. However, with the closed-back design, the sound stage is much more narrow compared to open-back, so they're not as good for indicating how far away the target is compared to open-back headphones. Compared to other closed-back headphones, I think the sound stage is pretty good though. Mic quality, from what I can tell, is great. I've had no issues or complaints regarding it. Pros: comfort. Cannot speak more highly about the comfort of these. I can wear them all day without discomfort. Sound. For the price, these hit way above their price point. I got them for $62 here, but I would easily pay twice that. I have found the sound signature to be pleasant and not fatiguing, no problems with long listening sessions. I don't know enough to confidently give a good description of the sound signature though. I also own a pair of Beyerdynamic DT770s with Taconi sheepskin pads and the AKG K7XX, which is my frame of reference. Clamp force. The clamp force is very light so your head doesn't feel like it's getting crushed. Cable. The cable is a nice thick-sleeved cable, feels good, doesn't get tangled, great quality, style. Clean, minimal, matte black style is nice. Great for the office because of the minimalist branding and no flashy colors, styling, or RGB like some of these other gaming headsets. Material. Though it is all plastic, it feels very sturdy without any creaking or weird noises. Nice snapping or clicking when adjusting the headband, very firm and holds well. The ear cups have a nice matte texture to them which don't attract fingerprints. Pleather ear pads and headband don't feel super thin and I prefer this to velour pads. Though I wish it was real protein leather, I absolutely cannot complain at this price since the Taconi pads I have were almost the price I paid for this headphone. Cable splitter. Nice for them to include a quality splitter, rotating ear cups. Really nice to be able to fold them down to make them flatter. Nice for travel, and it's easy to find a hard travel case. They fit in my Bose QC15 case, so with a quick Amazon search I got myself a travel case. Cons: earpads and headband. Though this is a personal preference, I wish the cushions were a little more dense for a little more comfort. Cable. Downside to the cable is the locking mechanism. Wish it was just a plain 3.5mm jack so I can use any cable. Also, the connector on the other end doesn't have a reduced neck, on either the main cable or the splitter, so you can't plug it into your phone without taking the case off. However, From what I've had, I believe the Motoboom mic works on these, though I have yet to try it. Mic hole. Though I like the detachable mic, I wish there wasn't a decent sized hole left when you take out the mic. Would be nice to have a plug or something to close it off. Cable. I don't really like the volume control knob on the cable, but I do like the mute mic button. However, I would have just preferred a blank cable and a mic mute button on the ear cup. The mic controls are really low on the wire. If anything, they could have moved it close to the ear cup to be more accessible like more other inline controls out there. Though it is very light, it isn't really enough to keep these on your head. This is fine for the most part, but if I move much they move around my head or fall off. Final thoughts: for the price, I cannot recommend these more. Based on the Takstar Pro 82s, these are excellent beginner audiophile headphones, and offer an unbeatable value. Super comfortable, sound great, very versatile. You should buy a pair, you won't regret it. Hard case I mentioned,
www.amazon.com/b01kfzg2x/ref=pt__b_s_c_UTF8 and PSC=1.
Disclaimer: I purchased these for myself because I had to know how they were. TL, Doctor, some of the most comfortable headphone I've ever worn. They fold flat, and a low-profile, low-key look lets them fit in anywhere. Relaxed sound, but still detailed. Decent imaging plus soundstage. Overcomes its price-to-performance ratio. Removable mic works well. 7. 1 is a gimmick, but does work. Prefer 7. 1 on games to music. I don't own a lot of closed-back headphones. I've auditioned the MDR-1A, and Audace Mobius. I own ADH M40X, Monoprice Retros, and Modhouse Argon MK3, all of which I love. The MH670 popped up on my radar thanks to Zio's Pantera, and instead of blindly recommending them, I had to find out just how they stacked up to my other closed-back cans. Now, do I think the 752 sounds better than the M40X? No, I don't. But it's within striking distance, and more relaxed. Highs are less incisive than the M40X, but more present than the 1A. Bass is clearer than the Retros, but slightly muddier than the M40X, but less boomy than the 1A. Mid-range is clear and present, what I'd call neutral. It's pleasant without any particular emphasis that I can detect. Soundstage is decent. However, this is one of my headphones where I really noticed a difference between an amp, a DAP, and a smartphone. These are based off a portable headphone, yet while my Google Pixel drove them loud enough, there was almost no soundstage. They got noticeably wider going to an uber powerful amp, Bass A100, but were plenty good on a Shanling M0. Imaging was decent, not as holographic as M40X though. Doll's polyphony from the Akira OST was presented as in front of you, and it wasn't pinpoint accurate, but surely acceptable. Low-key looks, low-profile frame, decent fabric-wrapped cable. The matte black and gray are very understated and emo are fine for at the office or walking around outside. Super light and super comfortable. Like, honestly, some of the softest pads and headband I've ever experienced on any headphone regardless of price. They will leak sound at high volumes, not like an open back, but more than the M40X with ZMF pads. For music, if you already own the M40X, would I recommend purchasing or switching to these? Only if the M40X is too bright, too much like a monitoring headphone for you. For games, I think MH752/751 is serviceable and less of an investment than M40X, which needs at least a mic on top of its regular cost. Between 751-752 and used MDR1A, it'd probably take the 752, honestly. These or retros? These. If you're looking for a gaming companion, MH752 is going to crap all over most of the current crop of branded gaming headsets. Click link in description for more reviews.